ML Sports Take brought to you by Welch & Company Jewelers and Stanley Law Offices. One thing to take away from the Bills-Jets game, what are you doing, Sean McDermott? You're up 20-10. The Jets, Aaron Rodgers, greatest quarterback in terms of Hail Mary throws. You always blow those if you're Buffalo. The personnel, shaky, two men rushing. You call the timeout before the play ran. What are you doing? How many times do we have to deal with Sean McDermott and his boneheaded play calling and managing and structure and all this sort of thing? Aaron Rodgers even said, hey, they gave me time and I just went and fired it. He said it in the post game. Like, what are you doing? Did you see Detroit game, Arizona game, and his career, his resume, Hail Marys? God almighty. Remember, even if Aaron Rodgers didn't do that, and McDermott was a great game manager and a great a guy who could put together things and assemble the end of half structuring and all these things we talk about in clock management, game management, even if he was great and Rodgers never did this before, it's still sports. These are still professional athletes. These are still guys trying to go up and make plays. You hear knock it down, knock it down, knock it down. But what about the other guy? Go up and get it, go up and get it, go up and get it. Like an alley-oop in basketball or one of these plays in football or a puck that's in front of the net, you're scrambling to try to poke in for the game winner or whatever the case may be. These are still athletes. We've seen the Miracle on Ice. We've seen Buster Douglas. We've seen the 1969 Mets. We've seen all this stuff. It's still sports. It still could happen. There's still the 1% into the Baseball Hall of Fame chance that it could happen. Sean McDermott, Hail Mary for the Jets. The Bills got away with this game last night to a degree, and this was one reason why. They had all the momentum in the world. They were up 10. Worst case, up 7 at the half. Could have been up 10 with the ball coming out and get a drive. I know they missed a field goal, but hey, you know what? Like, all the momentum was on the Bills' side, and then it goes over to the Jets' side from one stinking decision. One, not to rush more than two guys. Good grief. What a blunder by the Bills. And Sean McDermott continues these comical errors in football games as this regime is getting closer to a decade together than, starting together. What a shit show. ML Sports Take, Jam and Beat, Stanley Law Offices, and Brewerton Ace Hardware bringing it to you. Tip of the cap, thank you as well to friends of the program, Bob and Adam Groff and Craig and Jeanette Elwood.